Show on ESPN. Reading nil, Southampton 2 today. And Southampton a third win on the bounce for them. Their best run in the Premier League since 2003. Smiles from the Saints, doom for Reading, who look as if they're on their way down. I can't see any escape, can you?
No. A couple of weeks ago we said, did Sunderland show enough to get out of this relegation dogfight as such, you know? And I said no. Admittedly, they've got, I think, 11 more points than Reading have got, but Reading certainly didn't show enough today. And there was a lot of characteristics to help them today. New manager, you know, fresh impetus, playing against his old side. So many permutations where you thought the atmosphere is going to be like a cauldron today. Reading are going to come out flying and pressure and be aggressive. And it was actually nothing. It was just comfortable away performances. Southampton will probably have all season.
Maybe after the first 20 minutes. I mean, Adam Lefondre has this great,
they had a great chance.
He should have put in earlier. Different game if that goes in, isn't it?
Certainly. But I thought the attitude of the players, I thought it was all a little bit light-hearted and not enough aggression for me today. Yes, they had a couple of good opportunities to strike the first blow, but I thought overall I expected so much more from Reading, and I've seen better from Reading this year. And in the game that really counted, I don't think they turned up at all today. So in answer to your question, I don't think they've got any chance because they're in a real wretched run of form at the moment.
They look like a side who've rather accepted their fate, and maybe their fate was sealed when they didn't strengthen enough in January.
Yeah, I think so. I think that always happens. Do you take the gamble? Do you spend money? Like at Queen's Park Rangers, spend lots of money in the hope that you can stay in the Premier League and then run the risk of, I don't know, financial destruction if it doesn't go wrong, or whether they've settled back and thought, right, let's conserve our money because if we do go down, we're in a better place next year from the Championship with the parachute payments to come right back up into the Premier League and start all over again. But it's a fine line, Ian, and unless you're the man writing the checks out for these millions and millions of pounds, it's hard to see inside their minds, isn't it? So it hasn't worked, and it doesn't look as if it's going to work. They're still not down, of course, mathematically, but it doesn't look good for them.
Yeah, I think they're as good as down, to be honest with you. As for Southampton, really impressed by their particularly going forward. There are a lot of clever players. There was a lot of fluidity about them, and you felt they should have got more goals than two.
Yeah, they broke very well, didn't they? And you know, their first goal was as I said, certainly in the first half, Ian, the best bit of football we've seen. Lovely passing between Ramirez and Rodriguez, and a lovely 1-2. Just passing and moving. And Rodriguez runs off the back of Morrison. He wants a foul, but you see, look where Rodriguez, the number 9, floats into that position, plays a lovely 1-2, then just bursts past Morrison. And yeah, he just come down, maybe overly aggressive, as if he's stamping on the ball, but he's got his eye on the ball, he's lunging to try and win the ball, and he gets there. Federici's standing tall, and he's not low, he's not crouched down trying to get the ball. And for me, looking as a centre forward, and me as an attacking player when I played, I'm just saying that's great desire, great play, great bravery from Rodriguez in the Southampton Red.
Not quite so brave from Adam Federici, the goalkeeper. He's been out for a few games with an injury. Was that a factor there? Maybe a bit of rust, a bit of a lack of sharpness?
Maybe so, Ian. I'd like to think that, you know, when you think of goalkeepers in the past, you know, you wouldn't expect, Peter Schmeichel, I know he's a bigger man, but you wouldn't expect a Peter Schmeichel to be, you know, standing tall. I'd expect him to be crouched down, thinking to himself, right, I am going to come and knock you flying. And Federici, for me, was too upright, and he never looked as if he was ever going to get that ball. As you said in commentary, I expect the goalkeeper to come and wipe out the centre forward.
You wouldn't have argued with Peter Schmeichel on the phone, would you?
No. No, I wouldn't. But still, I'd want my goalkeeper to come and clear the centre forward. I don't, you know, of course, I don't want any injury occurring, but I want my goalkeeper to be big, strong, and brave. And unfortunately, I don't think he was there. I think he was, you know, outfought by a smaller man.
And that's a big moment in the game. Reading on this awful run, they're behind again. You can see Southampton's energy level and confidence go up, and by the same token, going out of Reading. And 2-0, it's another beautifully worked goal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was a lovely goal. Easy ball by Yoshida, no pressure on the ball in here. They might get a little bit of luck there, but, you know, Lallana to Rodriguez, and again, just movement. It was reminiscent of the first goal, just a simple pass, but he keeps on moving. His other centre-forward teammate finds him, and he doesn't thrash at the ball, Lallana, doesn't go for power, just thinks, I'm just going to place it. to the side of Federici and rolls it in. And this is a man who's been missing for a while, so it showed he had great confidence in his ability to score.
The setups with both of those goals. First one from Lambert, beautifully played, and that one from Rodriguez with just enough backspin. It was almost like sunny side up. Here you are, put that away.
And in both, each player, the movement between them, one's dropped off, one's a bit deeper, and they flip-flopped as the 1-2s happened. And the Reading players, from early on, they could not pick up the movements of the Southampton players. This was in the first 5-10 minutes when they had chances, but they didn't score goals. There was warning after warning after warning, and the 2 goals of, as I said, the icing on the cake, really. Sunny side up, icing on the cake. It was for Southampton.
You're going through the menu, are you? Today? We are getting hungry, by the way. It was a lunchtime kickoff. They hit the bar as well, didn't they?
They hit the bar, Rodriguez was good. Rodriguez chance, but they could have won more comfortably. The second goal just made them relax a little bit, but they certainly deserved to Southampton. As I said, they ran out really comfortable winners. But the one talking point that Reading will go on about is this one over the line. Yeah. Is it over the line or is it not?
Well, the technology, we're told, is on its way. I mean, we needed it again there, really.
Yeah,
there's no way you can call this really with the naked eye.
Yeah, is he offside? I think he's offside. His right foot for me is offside. But regardless of that, is that over the line? Is all of the ball over all of the white line?
Well,
I mean, we are literally talking millimetres, aren't we? He backs in. Whoa!
Well, is there a bit of green there?
No, I don't think it is.
Between the ball and the post?
No, I don't think so. I think I cannot see all of the ball as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, he throws the ball back, and this stemmed from really nothing, does it? A little simple ball into the box, and a header by Lafondre, and they might claim that was over the line, but then Southampton will say, "Oh, he was slightly offside." But again, I don't think it necessarily changed the scoreline. I think Southampton went out worthy winners today.
Well, why don't we meet one of the Southampton heroes today, one of their goal scorers. Here's Jay Rodriguez now.
Jay, really important 3 points today. How much do you think Nigel Adkins' know-how of your team actually contributed to such a fiercely contested match?
Yeah, obviously he's worked well with the team. He's had some great seasons with the club, and he's gone to promotion, so obviously he knows the team inside out. But I thought we played really well today. I thought we stuck to his game plan. I thought we got the goal at the right time, and it was a good result for us.
A great performance from you, a goal, an assist. You could have had a hat-trick as well. And just wondering about your goal, though. A couple of the Reading fans were a bit disappointed that your stud was raised. How did you see the goal?
I just seen the ball come over the top, kept my eye on the ball, and I just played for the ball, really. Luckily, I managed to get good contact, and I don't think I touched the keeper, so I don't think it was a bad challenge.
Adkins was a man that signed you from Burnley, and you punished his side today. How much do you think that you can sort of thank him for your performances?
Yeah, of course I can thank him. Obviously, he brought me to a great club. It's a great feeling to be here and be playing. So yeah, thank him a lot.
But in terms of Southampton, really important 3 points. You can really climb up the table now.
Yeah, it's a massive 3 points. I think every game we play, we're looking to gain 3 points, and as you say, it's so tight down there in the table. So I think the 3 points is a massive result for us. But I think we'll look on to next week's game and hopefully gain 3 points again.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
There are Jay Rodriguez with Alison Bender, with a good old Burnley accent, even though his dad's Spanish and played for Deportivo La Coruña. He was good today, wasn't he?
I thought he was excellent. I thought Ricky Lambert played very well. The movement of Stephen Davis, admittedly they were offered the space. I said that there was lots of space to run into, and when they ran into that space, they were clear. That was the good thing about Reading. They left lots of space for them, so they exploited it. But I thought they were excellent today, and it was good to see the link-up play between Rodriguez and Lambert.
Let's have a look at the remaining fixtures for both of these two clubs. Just coming in now for you. They are Reading. I mean, it might be academic, really. They've got Liverpool here next. Norwich away, QPR at home, relegation rivals. A few of the QPR coaches were here today watching them. Fulham away, City at home, West Ham away. I mean, there may not be many points for them out there, and they probably need to win 4 or 5 of those to even have an outside squeak. As for Southampton, well, their aim is to go for the top half of the table. Yeah. Can they do that?
Yeah, of course they can. Look at those fixtures they've got, Ian. West Ham at home, West Brom at home, Stoke at home. They'll target them. Sunderland away, Swansea away. Yes, they can go and get results. They can go and get points there. I don't think there's any problem with that, and that's what they'll... Instead of looking downwards now, they will be looking upwards. They're playing well. They're in a good, rich vein of form. And they've got a good home game next, so certainly they'll be looking upwards now, want to get into that top 10.
Give anybody a game. Remember we saw them at Manchester United, and Sir Alex said after that game, nobody's given us a tougher 45 minutes than Southampton in the second half. They really penned United back.
That they've got good results against the better sides, because whenever you play the better sides, the more expansive sides, they will give you space because of the way they play. And the fact that Southampton players play with a lot of confidence and they're very good on the ball, you know, it doesn't surprise me that they've gone and, you know, got good results against Manchester City. Even the away performance at Manchester City was excellent, they lost. Their away performance at Man United was excellent, they lost. And they've come and done well at home, and I can see why they would pick up results.
People always say, don't they, when the teams come up to the Premier League, oh, they'll go straight back down again. Well, West Ham, it ain't necessarily so. Southampton, it ain't necessarily so. Reading, they are going by the look of it.
Isn't that a song? It ain't it? Yeah, exactly. And the way
he thinks everything's a cue for a song, by the way.
The way they play, well, West Ham play completely different from Southampton, and that's the good thing about it. You know, West Ham are more forthright, aren't they? Pumping the ball forward, more vigor, more fight, and then you've got the craft of Southampton. It's great to see that whoever does come up, whether it be Cardiff or a Watford or a Hull, you can sustain it, you can stay true to form, play the football and get the rewards.
And Watford are playing Cardiff today, aren't they? I think today, Vicarage Road, big game in the Championship. We'll be looking at that one. Now then, what about the Manchester derby? It's live. Join us at 2:30, ESPN main channel on Monday afternoon. One not to be missed. Here's a preview coming.